Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a great Thursday. A great Thursday. I know a bunch of people are on the road traveling, going to the big state of Michigan for the meetup. I've been in and out of Sonia and Jim's live stream several times today, checking up on them. I think they're within about 10 miles of being at where they're going to camp tonight in Ohio. What's up, TJ? How you doing today, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Dang, I got a glare on that screen. What's up, KK? What you up to today? So what's everybody up to on a Thursday? It's a cool day in South Carolina, folks. It is a cool day, 73 degrees right now and sunshine. We cooled off quick. Yesterday it was 87 for a high, and today it's 73. So we cooled off quite a bit. Quite a bit. We did. Very chilly, 54 temperature outside and windy. I was 56 this morning myself, KK. It was 56 this morning, but we warmed up to 73 right now. It was a little chilly. I had to put a coat on this morning. I had to put on a coat. I was cold. I have to put on a coat every morning when it's in the 50s. Very, very rainy this morning. The low was 46. Dang. Yeah, I was 56 this morning. I had to put a big coat on this morning. I put on a big coat this morning. It was cold. To be honest with you, 73 out there right now is not real warm because that wind's coming straight out of the north. Straight out of the north here in South Carolina. So it's a little chilly. Got a couple of blankets last night. I hear you. Yeah, that wind's turned straight out of the north. It got chilly. So I guess fall has arrived. Fall came in with a bang. A bang. So I guess they're still looking for that guy in the swamp down there in Florida. Last time I checked the news, they were still looking for him. So I don't know what's up with all that, y'all. I don't even know what to think about it no more. I don't even know what to think about it anymore. I have no feelings about where he is at all. I don't even know if they're looking in the right spot or not. Pancakes. I hear you, KK. KK, you need to eat the chocolate chip pancakes with strawberry syrup and whipped cream. Chocolate chip pancakes, strawberry syrup, and whipped cream. I have no idea, KK, where that dude is. That's where they're still looking for him, but I have no idea where he is. I do not know. I do not know. I'm not sure they're ever going to find him. Hey, Amazing Maisie, how you doing today? Amazing Maisie sent all her cold weather down here. Amazing Maisie sent all her cold weather down here to South Carolina. It's time for you to take it back, Amazing Maisie. It's time to take your cold weather back up your way and quit sending it down here to me. I had to put on a big jacket this morning. Amazing. It's cold. It was 56 degrees. I like it froze to death. Yeah, it's time for you to take it back up your way. Hey, Madonna, how you doing today? Yeah, amazing needs to take this darn north wind back up her way. Quit sending it down here to me because I don't like it. It's cold. Wicked Witch of the West. What's up, Wicked Witch of the West? Amazing said it's 78 degrees there. I'm 73 degrees. Amazing. It just turned to 73 degrees and the wind's still coming out of the north. I had to put me a big jacket on this morning. It was cold. Tony Damon says, at work. Oh, so you're napping and eating. Tony Damon. I got you. Napping and eating. She calls it work. Work. My goodness. Lunch is on the way. What do you mean lunch is on the way? It's 2:30 in the afternoon where you're at. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. What do you mean lunch is on the way? It's way past lunchtime. Got a panini. Late lunch. Oh, you woke up from your nap late. So you're just now getting around to lunch. I got you. Your nap lasted an extra time today. I got you. So, Tony Damien, do you actually bring a pillow and a mat so you can lay down and take your nap, or do you just nap at your desk? I'm asking for a friend. Late lunch. The only reason it's a late lunch because you took a late nap. Yeah, but you said the model doesn't have doors that close. You said the model doesn't have doors that close. I see somebody walking in now and you're in the model piled up in the bed going, sitting there snoring away. That would be hilarious. That would be absolutely hilarious. So who do the Cowgirls play this weekend, Tony Damon? I haven't even looked. Who do the Cowgirls play this weekend? I don't snore. Sid said you did. Sid said that you could peel the paint off the walls, Tony Damon. That's what he told me. He said the curtains and the blinds in the bedroom do this when you're snoring. The Eagles, Monday night. There you go. Arlene Verdita, appreciate the like and the share. Appreciate the like and the share. Wow. Dang, you might as well move in, Tony Damon. J-Dub. What's up, J-Dub? Tony Damon, you might as well just move in the model apartment. You need to let me move in there rent free, Tony Damon. You need to let me move in there rent free. Cozy. TJ says that his Eagles are going to beat your Cowboys, Tony Damon. TJ said his Eagles are going to beat your Cowboys. TJ, I'm afraid, my friend, I don't know if that's a true statement you made or not, buddy. I'm not real sure that's a true statement that you made, TJ. I don't know if Philly's got anything for them Cowgirls. You'd have to nap at your desk. I'm not worried about you napping. I'm worried about free rent for the hillbilly. Does it have Wi-Fi internet in there, Tony Damon? Does it have Wi-Fi internet in there? Well, that's good, J-Dub. That's good, J-Dub. Glad to hear that, J-Dub. I'm glad you got the first dose. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that, J-Dub. From a health standpoint, that's good news to hear, J-Dub. Glad to hear it. Not telling. Well, you just told me then. That if you say not telling, that means yes, it has Wi-Fi. I'm all set, Tony Damon. I'll pack up tomorrow, and I'll head out Friday. So yeah, I'll pack up my stuff tomorrow, and I'll head out Friday, and I'll stay in the model. Cool. That'll work out great. I got internet to do my live streams. I got a place to shower, a place to lay my head down at night. I'm good to go. Now, during the day, you can show the place during the day. I'm not worried about being there during the day. I'll just hang out in the park or something, like the rest of the homeless people do. So there we go. I am all set. I'm all set. Awesome. That's great news. I ain't staying in that Cowboys room. That ain't happening. I'm not staying in the Why would I want to stay in the Cowboys room when I can stay in the model apartment? You won't even know I'm there, Tony Damon. You won't even know I'm there. Exactly, Madonna. That's what I'm saying. I'm set. I've been looking for this my whole life. Awesome. Awesome. I've been waiting on an opportunity like this for my entire lifetime. Yeah, Vermont and Travel Dreamer and all them people's over at over on Sonia and Jim's live stream. I saw them over there a while ago. So they're all over there visiting with Sonia and Jim. They're almost at their campground. I did see that, J-Dub, and got his son. His son's on there with him. I didn't realize he had another son, J-Dub. But yeah, I saw somebody doing an interview with his son the other day. So I guess him and his son are doing something together. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I guess Jim and Sonia, they should be there at their place by now. I was watching over there a while ago before I went live, and they were within about 10 miles of the campground they're staying at in Ohio. Ohio. I'm sorry, I wouldn't live in Ohio, y'all. I worked in a lot of places in Ohio. I wouldn't, Ohio would not be tops on my list of places to live. No, Ohio did not rank at the top of my list of places to live at. It does not. Texas does not rank at the top of my list of places to live either. Georgia, if I could stay at the northeast corner of Georgia, if I had to, I would live there. But East Tennessee, I'd like anything East Tennessee, east of Knoxville. It's got to be east of Knoxville. Anything east of Knoxville, Tennessee, I could handle that too. Michigan, no. Gets too cold. I'm not living in Michigan. I'm not living in Michigan. Nope. Ain't happening. Pennsylvania gets too cold, TJ. I like the country up there. I like the mountains, TJ. I love the mountains up there. I've worked all over that Susquehanna Valley up there, doing fiber work all over the Susquehanna Valley up there. But it gets too cold in the wintertime, buddy. Too cold in the wintertime for the hillbilly. Now, back in my younger days when I liked cold weather, I could have withstood the mountains of Pennsylvania. But not now that I got old. I can't take the cold no more. I can't take the cold. Yeah, nice in the fall. Yes, yeah, it's nice in the mountains when them leaves turn in the fall. You're right. Ohio, nice. KK says. No, I wouldn't live in round on both ends and high in the middle. I would not live there. It's too cold. I've worked all over Ohio too, and I do not like it. I do not. Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, any of that. You got that right, J Dub. I'm telling you, J Dub, I wouldn't live nowhere in the state of Georgia except the northeast corner. The northeast corner of Georgia would be it. The rest of Georgia, I wouldn't live there. There's too many people in Georgia, J Dub. There's too many people there. It's nice here today, Tony Damon. Tony Damon, I had to put my big coat on this morning. I put my big coat on this morning. It was 56 degrees outside. Right now it's 73 degrees and the sun's shining and the wind's coming straight out of the north. Yet the wind here is coming straight out of the north. And it's 73 degrees right now. And nothing but sunshine. But yeah, I put my big jacket on this morning. It was cold at 50 degrees. I think Tuesday morning and Wednesday morning next week, we're supposed to get down to 50. 50. Used to be a pretty city, not no more. So trashy and polluted with traffic. If you don't know the back roads, yeah, exactly, J-Dub. If you don't know your back roads anywhere around Atlanta, Georgia, if you go through there, you better go through there about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. That's what I tell all travelers. If you have to travel through Atlanta, Georgia, you need to go through there between 2, schedule your trip to where you go through Atlanta, Georgia between 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock in the morning. That's the best advice I could ever give you. We had 43 this morning, at 71 now. I turned off cold today. Yeah, Don, is crazy. Yesterday I was 87 degrees. Today I'm 73. Yesterday morning it was like 70 degrees yesterday morning with the humidity. It was warm. I walked outside this morning. I almost froze to darn death. It's cold. That's like Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas is the same way. If you're going to travel through Houston, Texas, go through there in the wee hours of the morning. But don't stop. Don't stop if you're going through Houston, Texas that time of morning. Make sure you're filled up with gas and go through Houston, Texas between 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning also. But make sure you got plenty of gas so you ain't got to stop. 55 here, J-Dub says. KK, it's 54 now in Michigan. 54 in Michigan right now. Living the senior life. What's up? What's up, Brenda? Living the senior life. Why did you name a channel after Noni May? Why did you name a channel after Noni May? Yeah, that's exactly right, J-Dub. You better make sure you got change if you're going through Chicago, anywhere around Chicago, folks. Make sure you got a whole cup full of change because you're going to need it. I'm telling you, been there, done that. Yeah, Brenda Land done named the channel after her darn sister Noni May. Living the senior life. Noni May is the only senior I know. Well, besides Vermont Paint. Of course, he's not really a senior. He's ancient. Yeah, he's ancient. He's not a senior. He's ancient. Living the senior life. How many channels you got now, Brenda Land? How many channels you got now? Dragoon Gaming, what's up? What's up? Lord, I can't keep up with one channel, much less more than that. Just 2. I got you. Guys, if you don't have Living the Senior Life, grab that channel up. That's Miss Brenda Land. That's Miss Brenda Land, y'all. Grab up Living the Senior Life. Just don't anybody tell Noni May that she's got another channel. Don't tell Noni May she's got another channel. I've been hearing this sad news a lot. What sad news is that, Dragoon Game? What sad news is that, my friend? And watch out for that J-Dub too, y'all. That darn J-Dub's been hanging out with Jim Harvey. Yeah, it's right, Dragoon Gaming. Yeah, watch out for that J-Dub, y'all. She's been hanging out with Jim Harvey. That's like putting Brenda Land and Noni May together, J-Dub and Jim Harvey together. You got to watch out for them too. You got to watch out for them too. When them two's together, both those pairs of ladies are together, I'll be like, run, Forrest, run. That's what I do. Run, hillbilly, run. Can't get a word in edgewise around them two groups of ladies. Of course, I can't understand Gemma Harvey anyway. I can't understand Gemma anyway. She talks too fast and she uses words that I ain't got a clue what they mean. And she's from England, y'all. You know, a lot of people think Gemma Harvey's from Scotland, but she lived in England, y'all. She got married and moved to Scotland. But she sure don't speak no English that I ever heard of. Hey, Ivis Journey, how you doing today, my friend? Yeah, Gemma Harvey don't speak no English I've ever heard before. Gemma reminds me more of Ally Mac Mechanical. I can't understand a word he says either. I go to his live streams, but I usually just alert, but because I don't know what to say because I can't understand what he's saying. I understand his wife, Braveheart Scrapper. I can understand Ally Mac's wife, but I can't understand Ally Mac to save my life. Now, God the Good One, I go to his live streams. He's over there in England. I can understand him. He speaks English. He actually speaks English. I can understand him. But the rest of them, I can't understand them. Ivis Journey says, I'm good. I'm glad to hear it, my friend. Thank you very much for coming by the live stream today. I appreciate you. I truly do appreciate you. Oh, there's Vermont. He's been over on RV DJ and Jim's live stream. He's been over there on Sonia and Jim's live stream. So she missed the entrance. Yeah, when I was in the live stream, she wasn't but 10 miles away. Yeah, before I went live, I know she wasn't but 10 miles away. Hey, Tina. How in the world you doing, young lady? Tina Delgado, how you doing? Glad to see you. I hope you're being safe and I hope you're doing well, young lady. Thank you so much for coming. She had to do a U-turn. Wow. What you been up to, Miss Tina? Doing good, thanks. Glad to hear it, young lady. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I'm about to freeze to death. I had to put my big coat on this morning. I went outside this morning. It was 56 degrees. I had to put my big coat on. Work and work. I hear you, young lady. I hear you. Work and work. But yeah, I put my big jacket on this morning. I have 2 AC units on. Dude, it ain't but 73 degrees here right now. And that wind's coming straight out of the north. It's 73 and the wind's blowing straight out of the north. I almost turned my heat on this morning. I was that close to turning my heat on this morning. It was cold. 81 degrees. Now, dude, I'm 73. And like I say, that wind's coming straight out of the north. Yeah, I thought we were supposed to be in the 80s. We're supposed to be in the 50s in the mornings and the 80s in the afternoon. You know, yesterday it was 87. And now, right now, it's 73. So I'm still trying to wrap around in my mind Bree's camper situation. I can't. 70s is for me. I hear you, Tina. 70s wouldn't be bad if that wind wasn't coming out of the north. I'm still trying to figure out Bree's camper. For anybody that don't know, Bree's coming from the northwest corner of the United States, and they're on their way to Michigan for the meetup. 75 in Joplin, Missouri. So they're on their way up to Michigan to the meetup, but they went down through Nebraska somewhere to visit some friends. Well, I guess when they got all the way down there to where they're at, she realized they left half of the door to their camper back at their house. So apparently her door has two halves, and half of the door is sitting on her porch at her house in the northwest corner of the United States of America. So they're going to go stay in the campground in the camper, and they only got half a door on the camper. I've never heard of no such thing in all my life. I have no idea. All I can tell you is she said they left the door at home on the porch. I don't know. That might be one of the things I would check for to make sure I had before I left home. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure I would probably check that out to make sure I still had it. Well, Vermont, if you're going to crank it down, you take the top half out. Why wouldn't you take the door and put it inside the camper and then finish cranking it down? Why would you put it on the porch? Hey, Roy, how y'all doing today, buddy? How y'all doing today, buddy? I wasn't paying attention when I was reading the chat and Sonia's live streaming. At the beginning, I thought she said drawers. I thought it said drawers. And then I looked again and it said door. I was like, Lord, have mercy. You slide into the camper. Yep, not good. Yeah, when I first saw it, I thought it said drawers. And I thought, well, that ain't no big deal. You just stop at Walmart and buy some more. And then I read it again closer with my glasses, and I said, door? How do you leave half your camper door at home? Shows how much I know about staying in campers. I always stayed in a tent when I went camping. I never had the money for one of them big fancy campers. If I was Jim and Sonia, or anybody else, if I lived in the northwest corner of the United States going to Michigan, I would have thrown my camper and my truck on the rail car for the railroad. I would have thrown it on the rail car, and I'd have hopped on the plane, flew to Michigan, and met my truck and my camper in Michigan. I wouldn't have drove all that distance. Yeah, that's like forgetting the toilet, Vermont. That's like forgetting the toilet. Beats the heck out of me. A lot of people do that. They'll put their campers and stuff on rail cars and let the railroad take it, especially if they're going a long distance. That way they don't have to pull it or drive it. If I had money, that's what I would do. That's what I would do if I had money. Yeah, it was cold this morning, folks. It was cold this morning. It's cold this afternoon. Yeah, I asked them early this morning, Vermont. I asked them early this morning when they first. I got in their live stream a little after 6 this morning, and I asked Jim how many miles per gallon did he estimate they were going to get, and he said he was hoping to get 12 miles per gallon. 12 miles per gallon. And when they first hit Pennsylvania, they stopped to get gas, and Papa Smurf had to get out and pump the gas. I wasn't real sure he remembered how. I wasn't real sure he would remember how, seeing as how they pump your gas for you in New Jersey. Vermont says about 9 miles a gallon. Yeah, between the time you add up the wear and tear on your vehicle, the wear and tear on your camper, the cost of the fuel, and the aggravation of driving out there, if I could afford it, I'd just throw mine on a rail car and let the railroad deliver it for me. Hey, Finding Happiness, how you doing today, my friend? Thank you so much for stopping back by with us today. I appreciate you. I truly do appreciate you. Glad to have you back. I told her to grab hose and squeeze until something comes out. I hear you. How big of a gas tank she got on that truck, Vermont? I know I've been in and out of her live stream all day. In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And after the first initial run they made this morning, every time I went over there, they were either stopped getting gas or stopped in the rest area checking the trailer out or stopped in the rest area eating. I was like, dang, are they ever going to make it to Ohio? I was wondering. So how far they got to drive tomorrow, Vermont? And when she stopped when I saw her stop the first time this morning, Vermont, it was 50. The first stop they made when they first hit Pennsylvania this morning, it costed $50. $50, she said. Not sure, but it cost 43 at last stop, and she had quarter tank left. Yeah, the first stop that I saw them make, it was $50. But hopefully everybody has a good time. KK said it's only like 54 degrees at her house. KK said it's only 54 degrees in Michigan at her house. So I hope everybody that's going up there for this meet is coming from warm places. I hope they all brought some big jackets with them. KK said it's like 53 or 54 and raining in Michigan. So if anybody's coming from warm places, they'll be freezing to death. They get up there and it's that cold and raining. I'm not sure how much further they got to go. I'm not sure if where they're camping tonight's the halfway point or not. I'm not sure if they're at the halfway point or if they're a little further than halfway. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I didn't hear them say. I did not hear them say if they were halfway there or not. I'm asking. Upstate New York, 79 and raining. That's pretty country up there too, Tina. Upstate New York's pretty, but gosh darn them taxes y'all got to pay, Tina. I couldn't live up there because of the darn taxes. Them taxes are tough up there. Yeah, you get outside Rochester, go up a little north of Rochester. There's some pretty country up there, but gosh darn, the taxes are so high. Roy Becky said they're about halfway. That's why I figured they'd be about halfway. Tina said, yes, it is. Yeah, it's pretty country up there north of Rochester. I thought it was pretty. 8 to 9 more hours, halfway. Well, Albany's pretty too, though. I mean, don't get me wrong. You get north of Albany, Albany's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty. It's real pretty, I think, up north of Albany. But Lord, I couldn't live in Albany. We located a bunch of fiber up there in Albany. And that whole city was under the road construction. It was under road construction. Every time I went to Albany, it was always under road construction in the city, downtown. I'm 2 hours south of Rochester. I got you, Tina. I got you. Y'all was in Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, and Albany. Is all the places I stayed at. Sup, Travel Dreamer? Yeah, Vermont's way north of Albany. We know. You're at the North Pole, Vermont. It's not hard to find you. You're at the North Pole. You're at the darn North Pole. There is in the state of New York, seems like, Tina. No, that's across the lake in Utica. Yeah, I've worked in Utica. I've worked in Rome. Worked in Utica, worked in Rome, worked in Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, Albany, and everywhere in between. New York City. I've been all over up there in New York. It's a hustling and bustling place. I'm around 80 miles from where you came over. I got you. Yeah, I was over in the great state of Vermont a couple of years ago. I didn't know Vermont paint back then. I didn't even have a YouTube channel back then. If I'd have been that close, I'd have run up there and seen the old ancient one. I'd have went and seen Yoda up there on the mountain. I did a lot of work in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, Travel Dreamer, up in the UP. That's where I did all my work in Michigan. Yeah, I've worked in Phoenix, Arizona. We spliced a bunch of fiber in Phoenix, Arizona. We put 3 fiber rings around Phoenix, Arizona in the middle of July. Worked night shift and still burn up. If we did, we'd met up. That's exactly right, Vermont. Yep. Sue grew up down where you visited. Ah, I got you. I got you. Well, that's a cold place, y'all. I was up in the UP of Michigan in February, y'all. The first and second week of February. God, it was cold. Ooh. Family owned. Wow. Wow. Dude, I had to go check one fiber. I ended up way up there on the side of a hill on a dirt road. And I thought, Lord, have mercy. Am I ever going to find where this digging's going on? And I finally ran into the power company guys. They were replacing all the power poles. I finally ran into them on a dirt road in the middle of nowhere. Very windy in the UP of Michigan now, I hear. It was windy and cold when I was there, KK. I just came out of Tampa, Florida. I was in Tampa, Florida, and the boss called and said he needed me to go to the UP of Michigan. First morning I got up there, it was 34 below zero. First week of February. It was miserable cold. Wasn't as cold as it was in Minnesota now. UP of Michigan had won the trophy for me for being the coldest place I'd been. But a few years ago when I was got a gnat in here. When I was in Minneapolis, Minnesota, for that Arctic freeze out they had, that's the coldest. Yeah, I was like that, Vermont. I was like, God, where am I going? I started thinking about, dang, that movie Deliverance. I was so far back in that dirt road. Drove and drove and drove. I was a little bit worried up in there. Yep, it gets in the north too. I hear you, KK. Dude, that's like me. After a while, my GPS quit working, Vermont. My GPS wasn't taking me to the right place. So when I got far enough in there, I just started following the power line, dude. I'd follow the power line. If it turned, I'd take the next dirt road that would get me back to the power line. Hey, Big Kevin Media, what's up? LC Fluency and Travel. How you doing today, my friends? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Find Happiness says, what's everyone's plans for the weekend? I don't have any plans. I really don't have any plans for the weekend myself. Ain't no telling what the rest of these folks are going to do. Big Kevin Media. That's like Texas, y'all. Half the time, your phone GPS on your phones do not work right in Texas, y'all. Yeah, there's a lot of places in Texas that your phone does not work right. Houston, Texas is one of them. Houston, Texas is one of the places that the GPS on my phone does not work right. Wicked Witch of the West says, I'm sleeping for the weekend. Well, there you go. Finding Happiness. Tony Damon said, I'm sleeping all weekend. Got to love a direction that says turn at Bill's house and drive up. You see Frank's and turn left. Yeah, and then drive down until you get to the Red Barn. They just don't tell you that the Red Barn, there's 45 red barns on the road. That's the way they used to be in Pennsylvania when we were up there. Oh, just go down there, take the third left, and go down that road till you see the Red Barn and turn right up the power line right there. You start down that road, and there's darn 32 red barns. You sent Sid to the wrong plant yesterday. Or a wood fence past a blue shed. Yeah, go down there at Doc Martin's house, and it'll be on your left, and go down about 3 fence posts and turn right. Yeah. Yeah. That's the way a lot of people give directions. But them crazy roads out there in Texas beat all I ever seen. They beat all I ever seen. I hear you, Tom. I hear you, Tom. Out there in Texas beats all I ever seen, y'all. Especially around that Houston area. You get off the exit ramp and you need to turn right, but you get out there and the frontage road is 4 lanes of traffic flying. So you're over here in the exit ramp getting off the exit, and then down on the frontage road, it's 4 lanes wide, and you've got to get across all 4 lanes to turn at the red light that's only 100 yards in front of you. Welcome to Texas. Welcome to Houston, Texas. And if you're traveling on the interstates in Texas and you need gas and you see a gas station sign, the first exit you can turn right on, you better take that exit because that's probably your exit. So you got to get off there and drive 2 miles down the frontage road to get to the gas station. I did at one place it says if you drive past, don't turn around in Red House because they don't do people. Use 4th Drive because they have big loot, but don't get out because of dogs. There you go, Vermont. SQ407 fam. How you doing? That's like people used to call before you dig tickets. Every state's got them, y'all. Before you dig in your yard, you're supposed to call in and get what's called a dig ticket. And people come out and locate your utilities. That's what I did. I was a manager for that for many years. they call in the dig ticket, and under instructions they would put, beware of dogs. Dogs do bite on our property. How do you think anybody's going to be able to come on your property and locate your utilities if you got dogs that bite, folks? Or you get those people, you get out, you pull up in the yard and they got a big old giant Rottweiler and he's barking and growling and gnarling his teeth and slobber going everywhere. And the homeowner comes out, oh, just pet him. He won't bite. No. Yes, Roy. Lots of times. Emergency locates. They used to call in emergency locates here in South Carolina for that, Roy. An emergency locate for burying a pet. Yep. And the worst thing that can happen is you get out of your truck and you ask the homeowner, please stay outside with me while I do my locate. You turn around and look, you see the homeowner, they're going back into the house, and there's the old Rottweiler sitting there looking at you like, as soon as they go inside that house, you're going to be lunch. I hear you, Tom. I hear you, Tom. I only got dog bit one time, y'all. Inside the house. When I worked for the phone company, I got bit by one of those little weenie dogs. It didn't get me enough to draw blood. It just got enough to where it kind of pinched me with my pants on. And it was the same thing. Went in the house and the homeowner said, oh, she's fine. She won't bite. She won't bother you. So I went into the room where the lady wanted the phone modem put in her office. Well, the dog's sitting there with me and the lady, and the dog's wagging his tail and everything's fine. As soon as that lady walked out the door, that dog bit me right on the back of the leg. As soon as she stepped, her body went through the door frame. That dog bit me. Got to love a gas guy who stops by Mickey D's to get plain burger for your dog. I hear you, dude. But yeah, that was my one and only time of getting dog bit. Knock on wood. I come close a bunch of times. I had a locator one time. Back then we were using old Ford Ranger pickup trucks. They went to a locate and drove up in the yard, and the people had a pit bull. The pit bull bit and busted all four tires. Bit the sides of the tires and busted all four tires on the pickup truck. So the locator called me. I called the sheriff's department. The sheriff's department went out there. And when the sheriff's department pulled up in the yard, it bit and busted one tire on the sheriff's department's car. And they said the sheriff's department guy rolled his window down and got out of it and pulled out his protection and had it pointed at the dog when the homeowner pulled up. And you know what the homeowner said? Well, if you'd have just got out and talked to him, he would have been fine. Yeah, if you just got out and talked to him, you would have been fine. Yeah, we've spray painted a bunch of them orange, Vermont. Orange, green, red. There's been a bunch of dogs got spray painted. Active shooter at a Tennessee grocery store. Oh, Lord, that's not good news. That's not good news. Guys, I'll be right back. Give me just a minute. I got to take a quick break. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm back. Yep, Sonya and them's at their halfway point, Nige. They're at the halfway point. Staying in the big state of Ohio. Ohio. I think I heard. I think Bree said something about in Sonya's live stream this morning that she's got like 700 or 800 miles to drive tomorrow. That's going to be a long day. That'll be a long day pulling a camper. A long day, 700-800 miles. Looks like 13 people injured, Tony Damien said. Yes, around 10 hours left to go. Y'all, people done gone plumb crazy. That's all I can say is people done gone plumb damn crazy. We used to say back in the day, them people gone fool. That's what we used to say back in the day. It's ridiculous. It's like, y'all remember that shooting out there in El Paso, Texas? Not long before that happened, folks, I stayed right across the interstate right there at the La Quinta Inn. I was in that Walmart and bought Propel water. I went in there and bought me a couple of cases of Propel water in that Walmart when I stayed at the La Quinta across the road and down the street, across the interstate and down the street from that Walmart. And when that happened, I was thinking, oh my God, I was just there like 3 months ago. You never know, folks. You never know anymore. People done gone crazy. They're gone crazy, folks. I'm telling you. Travel Nimmer says the RV DJ raid. Yeah, poor Jim had to ride with Sonya this morning and she didn't have Dunkin' Donuts. She did not have Dunkin' Donuts. What's up, Lucky Dog? How you doing? How you doing today, Lucky Dog? Well, thank goodness, Sonya. I guarantee you, Sonya won't have no trouble sleeping tonight. Sonya won't have no trouble sleeping tonight. She's going to sleep like a baby. Just outside the gate at Fort Bliss. I hear you, Tom. Lucky Dog says, doing good. Glad to hear it, my friend. Yeah, Sonya will be sleeping like a baby tonight. Her and Jim both. When you ain't used to driving and riding like that, it wears you out, folks. It'll wear you out. Vermont said, Sonia, it's uploading now. Laugh out loud. Yeah, if you're not used to driving and traveling like that, folks, it'll wear you out. Shoot, I jump in my company vehicle. Sometimes I drive 18, 20 hours straight. I left out of Minneapolis, Minnesota at 5 o'clock one morning. And I flew via airplane. I flew to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. That's where I had my vehicle parked in long-term parking. Jumped in my company vehicle in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and then drove straight through to Houston, Texas. Drove straight through to the La Quinta Inn there at the airport in Houston, Texas. That was a haul. I was wore out by the time I got there. Absolutely, Travel Dreamer. Absolutely. Yeah, it is, Naj. I left out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I drove straight through. I think it took me like 18 hours, believe it or not, with all the road construction and traffic from Minneapolis, Minnesota to Bristol, Tennessee. That was an 18-hour drive I did one time. Can't put the awning out. It's too windy. Yeah, Sonia, KK said it's like 53 degrees and raining in Michigan, where she's at. Thank you, Tina. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it very, very much. I really do. Thank you so much for coming by, Tina. And I hope you stay safe, and I hope you have a great weekend, Tina. Enjoy your weekend. Yep, have a great weekend, because it won't be long. It's going to be cold and snowing. So yeah, Bree left half of her door at home on her porch. I still haven't figured that one out. I'm in rush hour traffic. I don't know why they call it rush hour when the cars are barely moving. Me neither, Naj. Here's a very rare request. I have a new video out. Vermont Paint has. Wait a minute before I announce it. Vermont, two questions. Do you have clothes on? And are you wearing the chicken mask? Vermont Paint has a new video out. Yes, and no mask. Okay. Oh, stop. You sound like my wife now. Let's put the Christmas lights up outside before it gets cold. I hear you, Tom. down here today, folks, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra commercial was on sale. Buy tickets now for the Columbia Civic Center. The ad run today, folks. I kid you not. Get your tickets for the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Already tickets on sale. Reserve your tickets now. And it's only September. No mask. There's Bree. There's Bree. Vermont Paint was just talking about you a while ago, Bree. KK said, I can't wait to hear Halloween music on TV. Halloween music? I didn't know they had Halloween music. I'm glad he didn't ask if chickens were involved. Miss Tina Delgado, you're going to make me cry, young lady. Miss Tina, you're going to make me cry, young lady. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, young lady. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I truly do appreciate you more than you'll ever know. Thank you so much, Miss Tina. Thank you so, so much. I truly do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Vermont, can you drop Miss Tina's link for me? Wow, she's going to make me cry. She's going to make me cry. I hear you, Tom. I hear you, Tom. Wow, Miss Tina. You'll make me darn cry. Holy cow. I can't believe she did that. I can't believe she did that. I hear you, Tom. I hear you, my friend. Looks like they're loosening up a bunch of stuff now, Tom. From what I read today, they're doing away with the face shields on the streets outside. The rate in the National Capital Region's down for the pandemic. It's down in Bohol. It's down in Cebu. Lots of places. Looks like the pandemic is going down over there, buddy. Looks like it's going down. Nope. Did not, Vermont. Did not. That Miss Tina, I can't believe she did that. Holy cow. She's absolutely awesome, y'all. She is absolutely awesome. Vermont, it takes an act of Congress from the other end. Yeah, the problem is, Vermont, you have to get permission from both countries. You can't just get permission from one country. You have to get permission from both countries. That's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, I hear you, Vermont. I hear you, dude. The problem is, too, Vermont, is because of this mess that's going on, the places that you can get permission from are not open. That's another issue to fight. Everybody lives here. Just be glad that you have an American passport. That's all I can tell you. Just be glad you have an American passport and you live in the country you live in. Nope. There's so many rules and regulations. It's ungodly, dude. Once it ever gets all said and done, I'll do a video about it. I'll do a video about it. But it's a nightmare. Yeah. Don't do no good to get there, brother, if you can't get there the right way. Yeah, don't do no good to get there if you ain't got the right paperwork. Yeah, I hear you, Vermont. I hear you. Yeah, for somebody coming from the States right now, there is a lot of places you can go. A ton of places are open. But if you're coming from other places, there's not. I hear you, Tom. Tom, did you see today where Duterte has announced he's going to run for vice president next year? He's going to run to be the vice president next year, Tom, to try to get out of those investigations. I have a random question. Why don't Canadians say the before university or hospital? What? Me too, Naj. Why don't Canadians say the before university or hospital? What are you talking about? I don't say the. I don't say the before a university or a hospital. Oh, it's in another country, Travel Dreamer. It's in a different country. Yeah, it's a whole nother country. I'm going to the university. People around here don't say that. They say I'm going to university. They say, I'm going to university, not the. I'm going to hospital. I don't say I'm going to the hospital. Huh. Tom says, oh, yeah, I heard that. Yeah. If he goes that route, he can't face any legal issues, buddy. Is what they're saying. They're saying that'll keep him from facing any legal issues. And at his age, if he gets put in there for vice presidency, that'll probably do him for the rest of his days. A lot of people around the world say that. Say, I'm going to university. A lot of people around the world say that, Tony Damon. Tom, one of the islands off of Vietnam's opening up next month. One of the islands in Vietnam's opening up next month. And they're saying that Thailand is going to open, I think, November 1st now. November the 1st. Yeah, I agree with that, Tom. I agree with that, Tom. Seems like she did a really good job during this whole mess. And to be honest, Tom, she seems like she's got a reasonable head on her shoulders. She's got some common sense. Okay, because the implies it is the only one. Well, there you go. You heard it straight from Vermont's mouth. Okay, because the implies it is the only one. There you go. Well, Bruce, Michigan is the university. Go blue. No. I looked it up. Yeah, but Naj, a lot of people say I'm going to hospital. I'm going to hospital. They don't say I'm going to the hospital. They say I'm going to hospital. I'm going to University of South Carolina. They don't say I'm going to the University of South Carolina. They say I'm going to University of South Carolina. Yeah, Tom, I was surprised when I read today that Thailand's talking about opening up completely November the 1st. Of course, it'll be high season. It will be high season, so they're trying to get that money. To be honest with you, Tom, I'm surprised that the Philippines hadn't opened. They want that money too, brother. Go blue. Yay, Michigan. Hail to the victors. You better be pulling for Michigan State Spartans. I'm go to potty, not I'm going to the potty. There you go, Vermont. Maybe this is something that is Western. The and east of the Mississippi doesn't use it. Strange. I'm like you, Tony. The only one I'm going to at that time. I hear you, all you English majors. Up on, we say they going to university over yonder. Over yonder. Hey, I'm just reading Google. I didn't write the crud. I graduated from Michigan. I bleed maize and blue. Yep, must be getting a delivery. The mail lady or the FedEx man's here. Yep, the mail lady or the FedEx man is here. Hunting season here in November. Yep. Yep, Tom, it is. South Carolina, it's already open, buddy. It's already open, buddy. I don't think Amazon comes here, dude. Amazon don't come way out here. Everything comes UPS, FedEx, or the post office. You don't want to see them crazy dogs, Travel Dreamer. Them dogs are crazy. I got crazy dogs. I go out there and try to film them with my phone. They try to eat the darn phone. They try to eat the darn phone. Sometimes I wonder if they're going to eat me. They got that look in their eye like they might try to eat me sometimes. I don't know. Makes you wonder sometimes with that look they got in their eye. I don't know if they got love in their eyes or if they're looking at me like I'm a big old tree limb they want to chew up. Just wrap it in lean cuisine. That's exactly right, dude. That's exactly right. Wrap it up and which yonder hillbilly? Laugh out loud. Over yonder covers everything, Nas. If you say it's over yonder, that covers everything. I'm going over yonder. Travel Dreamer, I ain't got the nerve to walk out of there outside with a T-bone. If I walk outside with a T-bone, I better have one in each hand. Yeah, I better have one in each hand. Because one ain't going to work. Because there's two of them. We got hollers up home, Travel Dreamer. Up home where I'm from, but not down there. Yep, over yonder under the bridge. That's right. Over yonder up the holler. Over yonder at the store. Over yonder at university. Over yonder at high school. Over that there yonder hill. That's right, Sonya. You tell them. Over that there holler. But don't go up that holler. Because if you ain't kin to somebody up there, don't go up that holler. Go over that other holler. Yeah. Don't go up that holler. You ain't kin to nobody from up there, so don't go up there. That's a fact. That's the way it was growing up. If you wasn't kin to somebody back in there, you don't go. hills of Kentucky. I know that's a climb. You come out of Knoxville, Tennessee, going into Kentucky. That's a haul when you come out of Knoxville, Tennessee, going up into Kentucky. See a lot of wrecks on that stretch of road coming on the southbound side. They got all them runaway ramps and stuff up. Kentucky, West Virginia, and Arkansas. Does it using the give importance to the subject? Well, if it does, Naj, instead of you telling people, said, I'm going to listen to Carolina Hillbilly now, you should say, I'm going to listen to the Carolina Hillbilly now. You know the only person that calls me the Carolina Hillbilly? The only person that calls me the Carolina Hillbilly when I go into their live streams is Miss Brenda Land. She always says, there's the Carolina Hillbilly. Everybody else has said, there's Carolina Hillbilly. Or, hey, Carolina Hillbilly. Miss Brenda Land always says the. How big is a holler? It depends on how big the mountain is, Naj. Yeah, that's a trip right there, Vermont. Yep, that's a trip coming from Lexington down to Knoxville on the southbound side. It's bad enough going up the northbound side, but coming down that southbound side, coming out of Lexington, Kentucky, going into Knoxville, Tennessee, that's a trip right there. That's exactly right, Tom. Can't get there from here. Yep, can't get there from here. Yeah, Naj, a holler, it depends upon how big the mountain is how big the holler is. You got little hollers and big hollers. But yeah, if anybody's ever go from Lexington, Kentucky down to Knoxville, Tennessee, y'all know what I'm talking about. Coming down that mountain. It's like coming out of Virginia down into North Carolina on Interstate 77. That's a haul coming off that mountain coming into North Carolina too on 77. Yes, Sonia. Now the RV DJ is important. Laugh out loud. All right, Vermont, I'm getting ready to shut it down, buddy. I got to shut it down. I've been on there an hour and 40 minutes. I need to get off from here, y'all. It's 5 o'clock. I got to figure out what I'm going to do for dinner and all that good stuff. But guys, I appreciate y'all coming by today. I truly do. Miss Tina Delgado, you about made me cry today. I don't like to cry on camera. I do not like to cry on camera. She about had me all choked up with that big donation to the channel. I truly do appreciate that. But guys, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Do not forget, Bruce, you going live tonight? You going live tonight, Bruce? I'm not sure if Vermont Paint's going live or not. If he is, check him out. Don't forget, Sonia and Jim will be on the road again tomorrow. So check them out. I'm sure they'll be doing a live stream for the second half of their trip to Michigan. So check them out tomorrow. And I hear you, Naj. But yeah, make sure and check around, see if you see Vermont Paint live tonight. He might be live. But guys, I appreciate you. Like I say, check out Sonia and Jim on the road trip tomorrow. They're pretty funny. For anybody that drank alcohol in the past, you might need an AA meeting when Sonia starts singing the Jose Cuervo song. Just to let you know, I had to make 2 calls to my sponsor this morning. But I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Everybody be safe out there. Sonia, y'all be safe tonight. Bree, y'all be safe. Getting up in the morning, starting your travels. Everybody be safe. All you folks that are traveling with your campers heading to Michigan, all of you folks, please be safe out there, y'all. Be safe. And I appreciate you. And remember, always be good to yourself and be good to each other, guys. And I'll see everybody tomorrow. Thank y'all. I appreciate you.